Hello friends, welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to see the characteristics of genetic code. Myself, Professor Himanshu Sushil Kumar Jaiswal. I am from Department of Botany, JD Patil Sanglotkar Mahavidyalay, Daryapur. Friends, we know that the genetic codons are triplet, and in the previous lecture, we have seen some examples of these genetic codes. Now, the first property of this genetic code is it is a triplet codon. This means that it is having three nucleotides, that is three nitrogenous bases. So why these codons are triplet? Because we know that we have to code 20 amino acids, and to code 20 amino acids, we have 4 letters to code them. If we go by singlet codon, then the combination of 4 means single nucleotide will code for single amino acid. At max we can code 4 amino acids. If we make a doublet codon, then we can form 16 combinations. That is, we can code 16 amino acids. If we form a 3-letter codon, that is triplet codon, then we can form 64 combinations, and that 64 combinations can code for 20 amino acids. So this is the adequate amount of codons that are more than amino acids. So we can code 20 amino acids by using the 64 codons. Quadruplet codons, if there, we can form 256 combinations, and we can code this much amino acids out of this. And similar for the pentaplet codons. Now, why the codons are triplet? Because we have 20 amino acids to code, so we have more than at least 20 or more than 20 codons, and this condition is satisfied by the triplet nature of codon. The codes are non-overlapping, which means that once a codon is read during the process of translation, none of its nucleotide will be read again for the coding of next amino acid. So this is the meaning of non-overlapping codons. The codons are tandem. Tandem means they are placed one after another without any gap. These codons are tandem, that is, they are placed one after another without leaving any gap between them. So once a codon is read, next 3 nucleotides or successive 3 nucleotides of that codon will be read again for the for upcoming for coding the new amino acid. Next is the code is non-ambiguous. Non-ambiguous means this code has same meaning in all organisms, right? Non-ambiguous actually means a clear cut or only one meaning. So once a codon is going to code for a particular amino acid, then it will code for only that amino acid. This is the meaning of this non-ambiguous nature. The code has polarity, means we are going to read this codon from 5' end to 3' end of mRNA. That's why it is called as polarity of the codon. The code has degeneracy. Degeneracy means similar type of amino acids can be coded by different types of codons. This is called as degeneracy. So as you can see, arginine can be coded by 6 different codons, alanine can be coded by 4 different codons, histidine can be coded by 2 different codons. This is called as degeneracy. It is not compulsory that one amino acid is going to be coded by one codon. There are multiple amino acids for coding one codon, multiple codons for coding one amino acid, and that's why it is called as the degeneracy. Now there are 2 types of degeneracy. One is partial degeneracy, where only the third letter varies, and there is a complete degeneracy where the third letter can be from any of the 4 nucleotides, just as you can see U, C, A and G. The codes are universal. This means that this code has same meaning in all organisms, means right from the bacteria to humans. Though there are some exceptions, as you can see the UGA, that is coding for tryptophan in mammalian mitochondrial DNA. It codes for tryptophan again for the yeast mitochondrial DNA, but in the universal code it codes for the stop codon, means it doesn't code for any amino acid. Just like this AUA, that is having in the mitochondrial code it codes for methionine. In yeast mitochondrial code it codes for methionine, while in universal code it codes for leucine. The start and stop codons, most of you might know about this. Start codon is the codon that initiates the process of protein synthesis, that is it codes for the first amino acid and it is AUG. Stop codon is the codon that terminates the process of protein synthesis. There are 3 stop codons, UAG, UAA and UGA. The codon table contains total 64 codons, and as you can see in this figure, these codons codes for different types of amino acids. Now the last one, that is Wobble hypothesis. This hypothesis is proposed by Francis Crick in 1966 to explain the observed degeneracy in the third position of codon. This Wobble hypothesis states that there is flexible hydrogen bonding at the third position of codon or at the first position of anticodon. So this is the brief introduction about the characteristics of genetic code. Thank you so much for your patient listening.